It's Miniature Monday, and do you know where your miniatures are? Today we have the heroic statue. I picked this up for $5 at my local game shop. It is from the Wizkids Deep Cuts line. I'm pretty sure you folks kind of saw the memorandum I had in the beginning of this video. It's because I had an old friend of mine from high school pass away last night. He played a little bit of D&D when we were in high school. Anyway, I just figured this would be kind of my way of saying, hey, sorry, man. This is the heroic statue. So, I don't know, I figured it'd be maybe a good fit because statues are usually made to remember people, and so we'll just kind of go with that. And, of course, maybe in the process of opening this, maybe tell you a funny story. So we got that. So let's open this and try not to bump my camera mount. I definitely need a better camera mount. So let's take this out of here. And so this is kind of good for if you have like a city sort of urban setting where you can have this. Or actually there's nothing creepier than maybe having a random statue in a dungeon somewhere. Your adventurers come across it, and guess what? They don't know what to do. Hollow on the bottom. I don't know why they thought to put the stone pattern on the bottom of it, but sure, okay, yeah, we can do that. And we got the top. This is cool. They left that kind of flat here, so you can kind of inscribe something on it if you want. Same goes with that and that. I love the detail. Don't like this big line down the center of it, but we all know how to take care of that. We're not noobs, are we? Okay, and then we have our statue. So we got looks like a warrior sort of female with two crossed swords in the air, like she just don't care right here. And I think painting this bronze with some kind of bronze weathering effects, you know, that good old stuff that the Games Workshop has for their Citadel paint line, I think that would probably go a really long way of making this a pretty quick mini to paint. Cool thing about it is this miniature even looks sort of like realistic enough to where you can just paint it as a character and grab somebody else on a horse and put it on here and paint them bronze and put it on. So really this kind of gives you the tools to kind of do whatever you really want. So we have that. As always, these are, these right here equal 1 inch or 2.4 centimeters. So we have that. So, kind of take with that what you will. This is sort of, you're going to need to do the hot water trick on this because as you can see, the pudding base on the bottom of it isn't that straight on there. So you're going to have to do the boiling water, cold water trick with that, because it's doing the gangsta lean. About that friend of mine. So you might think this is kind of funny. So he this is probably about maybe 20 years ago. He wanted this tattoo, these tattoos on his arms, and just on the back of his forearms, and he just wanted it to say "Knowledge is power." That's all he wanted, was just these old English letters back in the day, about 20 years ago, just to have it say "Knowledge is power." And he saved up the money, went to a tattooer in Eugene, Oregon, got the tattoo. And the whole time he was tattooing him, he had his arms kind of behind his back just to get the right position to tattoo him. And the tattooer misspelled the word knowledge. He left the G out of it. So my buddy comes home. We're hanging out, drinking beer. And he takes the bandages off. And to his absolute terror, he has a misspelled tattoo. Not only is it misspelled, but the word knowledge is misspelled. So it's kind of like a double whammy in that sense. So he's just panicking. He's pissed off. He's got some emotions going on because he trusted the guy to at least like spell something right. And it was in Old English, so once the stencil was on, it was kind of hard to see what was spelt right and what wasn't. And he didn't really have time to look at it because, well, his arms were kind of behind his back when he was getting tattooed. So they end up fixing it. But but a year later, see, the plot thickens. A year later, I'm drinking beer at another friend's house. We used to watch wrestling back in the Attitude Era. And we used to watch wrestling, and well, I think the Attitude Era might have been kind of ending by then. But anyway, we're watching WWF wrestling, WWE, WWF, and these two tattoo guys come by. And one guy's named Lucky, and the other guy's name's Jerry. And I'm like, oh, you guys are tattoo guys. You guys are tattooers. So let me tell you, like, and I'm trying to come up with like the only tattoo story I know. Let me tell you about my friend Justin. He got this tattoo on the back of his arm here in town, and all he wanted was just knowledge is power tattooed on him. One of the guys starts looking very concerned, and the other guy, who was obviously his boss, said, you need to listen to this. So the guy kind of pipes down, settles in, and just listens to me tell this entire story about how all he wanted was knowledge is power tattooed on him and was misspelled. So thinking that I was like telling these guys something they probably didn't know. Well, the Jerry fella, he basically said, well, okay, are you done? I was like, oh, yeah, that was a story. He goes, okay, first off, don't ask me to spell shit. I just go over lines. I basically trace. Don't ask me to spell out a book for you, okay? And secondly, we gave him a good cover-up. He looks over to his friend Lucky and goes, did we give him a good cover-up? And Lucky goes, yeah, we gave him a good cover-up. So I actually ended up telling the guy who misspelled my friend's tattoo his own misspell story. And his boss made him sit there and listen to me as punishment. So, there's that for you. Anyway, thanks for bearing with me. Kind of a rough day for me. And just want to say thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. I'll try to make sure the future episodes are far less depressing and have far less bad tattoo stories. Bye.